Howdy, hotshots. Beaming to you from not a financial advisor land with not financial advice. It's Kevin with Earth2 Mastery, and tonight we try to take over Gochain. All right, guys, so grab your propane torch because we're about to light it up. We might have two projects on Gochain now. So we already know that VeVe Collectibles and Ecomi is on Gochain. Or at least we knew Ecomi was built on Gochain, because if you want to store it in a MetaMask wallet, you want to store it in Trust wallet, you have to have Go tokens in there in order to transfer it out. So we know Omi is a token on Gochain. Everybody keeps asking if VeVe Collectibles are NFTs, and I think the answer is actually right here on this site. So we'll get into that here in a second. But also, we've got Earth2.io is possibly moving to Gochain. That's the rumor. That's what it looks like from Shane's cryptic tweet that Gag decoded. Gag, do you have your... Yeah, she's holding up her Ovaltine decoder pin over there. She got that back in the day. She decoded that along with a couple of other people that are dedicated to Earth2 and decided that possibly going to Gochain. Okay, so what does that mean for us? What's it mean for Gochain? What's it mean for Gochain's price? What does Gochain mean for the projects that it has? I think that Gochain is a good option. I think that possibly Earth2 was built intending to run on Ethereum, but the gas fees were so high that they scrapped that idea, or at least postponed it. The reason I think that that's possible is because you got that Ether scan that was in the settings in the back end of your Earth2.io account. So now they are talking about going to Gochain, and that might be a good idea for them. So let's look at Gochain real quick here and do a little bit of a deep dive. Yes, Gag, divers, do it deeper. Okay, Gochain is run by some of the most reputable organizations in the world, working together to make positive change in the world through blockchain. Large companies, nonprofits, and universities operate Gochain nodes to validate and sign blocks, and leading companies and organizations are running their applications on Gochain, the fastest, most sustainable Web3-based blockchain. Okay, I don't know if that's their opinion or if that's a fact, but it says blockchain isn't the future, it's happening now. Yeah, we know that. Is this website from 2016? Who knows? All right. So we got a few pictures of some of the big companies over here: Conservation International, Lenovo, Dish, Penn State, Taco Bell, Gold Bell. No, not Taco Bell. Ugh, I hate it when she has Taco Bell. She blows up the bathroom. Gag. It just makes you want to... Gochain is the most sustainable, environmentally friendly blockchain on the planet, which we already know. VeVe has come out and said that they are carbon neutral or net zero, right? Is that what they call it? Trying to show that they are environmentally friendly. And that came out after there was kind of an attack on NFTs for being bad for global warming. Okay, even though it's kind of cold where I live sometimes, so maybe a little global warming wouldn't be so bad. Maybe I'll have beachfront property when all that ice melts, splits California in half. Then I'll have my beachfront property. I won't have to buy it with my Omi gains. Say, Omi is my homie for the algos down below. Yeah, in the back, Omi is my homie. All right, but maybe I won't have to spend my Omi gains on my beach house, because I'll have a beach house when all the ice caps melt and the oceans rise to my house. No, I don't want that to happen. There'd be a lot of people that flooded. Gochain is 100% Ethereum compatible, and this is why I think that it might be a good decision for Earth2 and also VeVe Collectibles to be on it, and why I think it might be easy for Earth2 to migrate to it. If Earth2 was built with Ethereum in mind, it would be easy for them to move to Gochain. Then, if and when they feel like it's important to move off of Gochain, which I don't know why you would right now, but if they decided to in the future, and the Earth and the ETH2 was out, it would be easy for them to move back to ETH 2.0 because they didn't have to change all the contracts and all of the programming. So I think it might be a good idea for them to operate on Gochain if they think they may want to move to ETH 2.0 in the future. And I mentioned that in the last video, and people down below were saying, oh no, VeVe is moving to a different blockchain. They're looking at a different blockchain. Well, what I believe they said was that it's not out of the question, but I don't think that the speed issues that they've been having have anything to do with Gochain. They really don't, because Gochain hasn't been really widely adopted the way Ethereum has. So it's not a network that's bogged down. It's a lot faster than Ethereum, so it's not an issue yet. Obviously, if it became an issue in the future, maybe they have to move to Cardano, where they have like scalable up to 1 million transactions per second or something like that. But Gochain is definitely capable right now of running both Earth2 and also VeVe collectibles, and it's going to add value to Gochain if Earth2 moves on to Gochain as well. So that's something that we might want to look at as far as an investment as possible. So it says Gochain is 100% Ethereum compatible, meaning you could use all the same tools and technology you already use, such as Truffle, Open Zeppelin, and MyEther wallets. Basically anything that was made for Ethereum, you could just add the custom RPC for Gochain like we've done on MetaMask and Trust Wallet, and then you can use basically all the Ethereum tools on Gochain. Building or migrating to Gochain will provide your users with a much better user experience, and you'll save a lot of money in transaction fees. If you've tried to use Uniswap, If you've tried to buy an NFT that's minted on Ethereum, it's terrible. Gas fees. Uses more gas than my 1976 Suburban four-wheel drive, right? It's like 4 miles to the gallon, uphill, downhill, loaded, unloaded, doesn't matter, passes everything on the road but a gas station. Leader in settlement time. Transactions on the Gochain network settle in 5 seconds or less, so very fast. Gochain's network fees are 1/10,000th the cost of Ethereum. It's super cheap. You guys know that because you buy one Go token for a nickel, and then you can use it to make dozens of transactions for shipping Omi around. So it's super fast, super cheap. You hear that cat out there? Oh my gosh, Gag kicked it out. Gag kicked the cat out, and now she's making all kinds of noise. Leader in network volume. Gochain's network is scalable to 1,300 transactions per second. So it's on the Gochain, settling in 5 seconds or less, 1/10,000th the cost of Ethereum. Scalable to 1,300 transactions per second. That's a lot of transactions per second. To give you a comparison, Ethereum 1.0 can only support approximately 30 transactions per second. Okay, so we're talking about like 40 times as fast as Ethereum, and not nearly as bogged down because it hasn't had the wide adoption that Ethereum has had. So I don't think Gochain is an issue, especially when they're able to sell you collectibles and then deliver them in a minute or so like that. I mean, you have to figure how many transactions can they do in 5 minutes, right? If they're doing 1,300 transactions per second. I don't know, like at least 42. Okay, so down here, latest news and announcements. People are starting to build NFT platforms on Gochain, like Mazer Gaming, whatever that is. I'm going to look into it later. Trust me, I'm going to look into that. Fins attached leveraging blockchain technology for NFTs. And then guess what I saw down here, guys? I saw that built on Gochain here, and they listed VeVe digital collectibles. They don't say Ecomi. They don't say Omi. They say VeVe digital collectibles, and in parentheses, NFTs. So I absolutely believe that each one of our collectibles is minted on the blockchain, and that it absolutely is an NFT. Like, people are thinking just because you can't take it off the app that it's not an NFT, but that's not necessarily true. All that's recorded as an NFT is the transaction. The actual digital collectible is interpreted in the app. Okay, so if they allow it to come out, and I'm hoping that if we're on Gochain with Earth2, that we'll be able to take our VeVe collectibles over to Earth2 for display. And once they have more gamification, we could play games, like bring my Street Fighters over there and have like a tournament with everybody that has Street Fighters right in the middle of a Masters United Guild island. Woo, that'd be hot. Okay, so let's look at Gochain price today. It was up to about 7. Let's see if we could see. No, it's not telling me over there. It was up to about 7.5 cents, 7.5 cents. It's back down to 5 cents after that little micro crash on Sunday. Or maybe that was Saturday. That was Saturday, I guess. I'm getting my days run together. But it was up to about 7.5 cents, and now it's back down to 5. So it might be a good entry point. It's got a very low market cap of only $55 million. Compare that to Ecomi, that's actually built on the blockchain, and it's got a market cap of 1.2 billion or something like that today. So it's got a lot of room to go. And so I went into the Explorer because they were talking about the companies that were involved with Gochain. And so you can see these big companies over here that are running nodes. You've got Dish Network there, you could see. You've got Sling TV, Warner, that's probably Warner Cable, Pennsylvania State University. There's your Conservation International, Gold, Taco Bell, Lenovo. So there's a lot. Oh, Dish Network down there at the bottom. So there's a lot of big players involved in Gochain. I think it's here to stay. And it's very fast. It's very inexpensive. It's very efficient. It's very environmentally friendly. I think it can probably, especially if Earth2 with a couple 100,000 users moves to Gochain and they start recording all of the property on Gochain, I could easily see it going back to its all-time high of just shy of 10 cents in very short order, especially right now while we're in a bull run where altcoins are doing well and Ethereum is so expensive and people are looking for ways to do NFTs and stuff like that. So I could easily see it blowing past this 7.8 cent high that we had here in the last few days and going back up close to 10 cents, which would be close to about an 80 to 85% gain from here right now. So I will probably be looking at buying some of this. The only Go tokens I have right now is I have like a couple of them in my Trust wallet and my MetaMask for transferring around Ecomi. But I think I might actually decide to invest in Gochain, get some Go tokens to sit on. I think we have an easy. I'm not a financial advisor and I lose all my money. I think we have an easy 50% upside from here, possibly up to 80 to 100% upside in short order, especially if it comes out that Earth2 is using Gochain for their turning all of their land into NFTs. This is going to be a big boom for Earth2. It's going to be a big boom for Gochain. I will go over how to buy Gochain in another video because I also want to show you how to use it to purchase Omi or how to use Omi to purchase Gochain, and also how you can make sure that you store it properly, where you could get it, everything like that. So we'll go into another video about how to transact with Gochain. But for now, if you do decide to buy Earth on Earth2, then I got my discount code in the description down below. I appreciate it if you use that. It gives you a 5% discount, gets me a 5% rebate, and then I can use it to buy more land. And if it's an NFT, that's going to be really great for you and me. So get to sub it.